Okay, so we're. You feel good?
Yeah, as comfortable as I'm going to be.
So, were you one of the founding members? You were in it early on?
I was in it early on. I was not a founding member, but I've about 9 years. So
just go back to the beginning and.
So this goes back to one of my first meetings with Glenn Fensky. I worked in Sun Prairie and was introduced to Glenn early on, and was kind of told that if Glenn is one of those guys in Sun Prairie that you just need to know. And so then a few years later, I decided to run for school board, and had the chance to occasionally cross paths with Glenn, and would kind of pick his brain. What concerns did he have as a business owner? He didn't own a business at the time. He was retired, but as a representative of the business community, and then. As we talked, I kind of learned that he had this real interest in the schools still, and I guess it was just kind of a stereotype on my part. Him being a retired gentleman, I thought, involved in business, that schools might not be in his area of his interest. And so, I learned more about this, and once I got elected, he said, "Hey, we need a board. We would like to have a school board member sit on the foundation board as a non-voting ex officio member, and I'd like that to be you. And if you're interested," and I said, "Sure, that'd be great." And so the board appointed me to that position, and then I served all 9 years I served on the board. I was a member of the foundation board as a non-voting member, but they're representing the board, kind of the liaison between the school board and the education foundation board. And really, I had been involved with the business and education partnership before then, so I knew of this great relationship with the community between the businesses and the schools. But man, to sit with this group of foundation members, some of them founding members, and others just people in the community that wanted to get involved, and when I could start to see the interest in the community, and and when people start expressing interest with their pocketbooks, I mean that was really, it made me feel just great about the community, and then to see how that money has been put to great use, it's just incredible. It's great to run across a teacher or anyone in the community, a student who has been touched by by one of the grants, and know that group is really doing a great thing.
Yeah, just 1 second. Just adjust this a little bit. A little bit of wind there. I'm going to try and tuck it up there.
It is a little breezy.
It is. I've got the windscreen on and everything, but...
On this?
Yeah.
It's not like the old days where it was the big like foam.
Yeah. So in the intervening years, what's been the biggest surprise to you, would you say, that's come out of the Education Foundation that maybe you weren't expecting, or that you hoped for? Well,
the early days when they dreamed of this $1 million endowment, and early on there was some tough economic times, and I thought, that was a pretty lofty goal. And even through the recession and some of the toughest years, that group was able to find people that wanted to donate, and just to watch that grow and to see that big endowment become a reality where it could eventually be self-sustaining. I mean, that just was amazing.
How you all doing?
Good. And
Anybody say anything?
and so that was a big surprise. And I guess I was also awfully surprised. It's nice to see how many different people you can touch with that money, and still allow it to continue to grow. You always worry if that balance of receiving and giving, and how are you going to be able? Is it going to be sustainable? So
as far as the people that you have touched with this, excuse me, sorry, the grant recipients. What's been the most surprising thing, I guess, would be what's been the most surprising thing to you regarding the recipients of this and maybe the most unexpected grant proposal?
The most unexpected grant.
Or let's say the response to Education Foundation just in general, was it what you and what the board members thought it would be, do you think?
I think it was.
And if you could rephrase that for me, John, we're not going to hear me on here.
No, I think it was awfully surprising to see that the applicants for grants came from such a wide range of covering such a wide range of topics. And when we put the word out that that's what we're looking for, we want to touch as many kids as possible. I kind of expected, early on we saw public speakers or speakers for the high school that, so you'd touch all the students in the student body. I kind of expected things like that, and we got those, and we got the Patricia Polacco who worked at all the elementary schools, and that was really a great thing. But then, there was the clowning grant and the grant at Chums, the outdoor. I'm gonna butcher this, but the outdoor space, the tech ed teachers that built kind of an outdoor area, and it's so they really covered a wide range of things, and so I think that's really what the hope was, is to provide money for things, extraordinary educational opportunities that teachers weren't going to get out of the budget, but then touch as many kids as possible and with a wide range of opportunities, and because that's really if we can engage a kid who isn't being engaged in the normal day-to-day classroom stuff, if you can hook them with something and make a connection with the teacher, the classroom stuff's going to work then, and it's proven to work. So, do
you have any vision for going forward? It's the Education Foundation's been around for 10 years now, and a couple of people I've talked to feel that it's Kip Cobeson made the analogy that it's when he came on board, it was a baby, kind of grew into an adolescent. He feels now it's becoming an adult. What do you see for the future of SPEF?
Oh, I think the future of the foundation is bright. I think we're going to get to that point where the endowment has grown to a place where it will just continue to generate revenue, and it'd be sustainable. We'll always be looking to build on that, but it'll be, I think it'll be large enough that we can issue some of these grants. And in today's climate, funding of education is a bit uncertain. So I think the school district is going to rely on that more and more. I hope we continue to fight that and force the funding to come from the place where it needs to come from. And this will just be for the extras, but no, I think it's grown to I think neighboring communities are watching and are excited that that they've seen Sun Prairie do it, and they want to find out how they can get involved. Or for their community.
Great. Anything that you think you missed that you want to hit on? We've got plenty here. We did the past, present, the future. That's what I was going for. So
okay.
Yeah.
No, I just I've been involved in several groups through my involvement in the school board has introduced me to a lot of people, and to meet monthly with a group of people who are willing to get up at 7 in the morning and be so enthusiastic about doing something for their community and their schools. I've just met some great people, and it's been a wonderful group to be part of. Look forward to being part of it in the future.
Great. As you know, Tim is retiring.
Yes.
After this video, we're going to show a little bit of people just saying thank you, good luck, best wishes. And if you feel like it, would you want to say something?
Oh, absolutely.
Talk to Tim. He's right there. I'm not in on this one. So.
All right. Tim, I hope you understand that you extended my school board career longer than I expected. It wasn't my intent to serve for 9 years, but having an opportunity to work with someone of your caliber inspired me to stick it out for a little longer, and I learned so much from you, and I'm excited for your retirement and wish you the best of luck in the future. Thanks.
David Letterman and Tim Culver going out.
All in the same.